What's going on, everybody? We had a big weekend this weekend. I'm down here at the shop right now making baits. You can see that big old hood behind me. But we had a good weekend in Capital City, Bass Masters. We did great sales. It was a test run for how we were setting up the walls. It was a test run on how cash register, inventory system, products, everything. How can we set it up? So it was a massive test run for the first show. Everything came out looking great. Looked perfect, good presentation, good baits, good color, good feedback, and we had good sales. But I wanted to go over what our sales were, really. I wanted to go over the top 5 categories. I didn't get too specific with the colors. People that are familiar with these categories probably already know what the colors were. But I wanted to go over the top 5 categories because they're a little different. The Capital City Bass Masters Fishing Show, it has a lot of competition with bass lures, obviously. A lot of bass fishermen going on there. But there was a lot of stuff going on all over the place. I think the Great Lakes had a show. Philadelphia had a show. Susquehanna Bait and Tackle had a Bass Fest going on at the same time. So there was a lot going on in the area for bass fishermen to go to, meet new people, see different product and stuff like that. But that being said, Capital City had an amazing turnout. We had a record year this year. It was anticipated. It was expected, though, because we had more product, more setup, nicer. But it was amazing. They had a good head count. Always friendly, always good seeing the fishing club there and all that stuff. But I did want to let you know what the top 5 categories were going to be. Number 1, as I expected, we got a good bit of trout fishermen in this show. And a good bit of people looking for something on a small side, a small profile. They wanted a drop shot. So that number 1 product was 2.5-inch sonar shads. We sold a lot of 2.5-inch sonar shad packs. I'm sure Arkansas Shiner was the highest selling color there was. That's most likely probably because of me, because that is the color that I use personally. That's my favorite color. That's what I love using. So I'm sure a lot of people bought that because that's what I'm confident with. We all love a confident lures, you know what I mean? So I'm sure that was it. Behind that was most likely darter, because that's what most of my customers purchase and use, because it comes out, it's a perfect replication of a redfin. So that's two colors that I believe are what probably sold the most in the 2.5-inch sonar shads. The second one was the biggest surprise to all of us. It was the 2-inch gilly. The 2-inch gilly sold the second most. It actually probably sold the most also in our clearance bin that we had. I had a lot of clearance ones shot from other colors, specifically gold. It was actually, I think it was Killer Melon. You know, when these are shot in mold, you get waste, right? When you shoot laminate, you can't use that waste. So I chop it up and recook it and reshoot it. I shot it in a bunch of gillies because I like gillies and I like the mold. It came out to